Yes, sir, we promised you a great main event here tonight.
Andre, the China WrestleMania!
Hulkamania is running wild.
My God, what the? It's called The World is Watching. Are you ready?
For the yes, God damn it.
And the millions watching around the world. Ladies and
Stephanie.
gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
You know Michael Buffer.
The lace in your dress dangles my neck. How do I the dance of the bachelor? Letting the water fall. The dance of the bachelor. Seems so pitiful. Have we ever how can I ask for more? The lights on the plaza. Have you spent so good at the
It feels like my heart is going to burst. Oh, we're at a table for two, and I just wanna be served. And when you think of me, am I the best you ever had? Say one more drink with me, I'll install your side.
I'm walking the road, watching the sky fall. The lace in your dress dangles my neck. How do I the dance of the bachelor? Letting the water fall. The dance of the bachelor. Seems so pitiful. Have we ever how can I ask for more? The lights on the plaza. Have you spent so good at the bachelor?
Hello, boys! I'm
Oh, hell yeah! It is Austin 316 Day, baby. Welcome to the place to be reviews. I got Budweiser all over my computer with all yous, but it's all right. We don't care. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the show. We got a great one planned for you tonight. Damn, that actually does taste not bad. Budweiser, you can sponsor me anytime. It's fine. Don't worry about it. We're good. I'm right. The rest of the world's wrong. It is I. It is he. It is me. P-double-D-E Tepwakuyan in the place to be reviews. Right back here with all of yous. Happy 316 Day. We're all repping. We all got this going on today. It's a great night. We got, like I said, a great panel. Some talented independent creators here with us tonight. And then there's me and Tony. But speaking of which, let me introduce to you, ladies and gentlemen, my co-host with the most. Ladies and gentlemen, the man from the Cloud World Review, my brother from another mother, Mr. Tony ToneDef. You know, I forgot it was Austin 316 Day until Wrestling with Regret released a video earlier, and I'm like, oh yeah. And it was just Mario Day last week, you know, I should know those things. What's up, everybody on the panel, everybody in the chat? We all sat through 22 movies together just to watch Captain America lose his virginity, and it was quite the process. And now we're on the cusp of Miss Marvel. So, yeah. Like, there's not much to look. Well, I mean, Doctor Strange is coming first, but I mean, God, there's just I know it's not Monday. It ain't Marvel Monday. I'm just, damn. I'm not looking forward to much. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. It's yeah, there's not much to look forward to with Marvel. But that's why go ahead, bro.
I've been hearing a lot, and I think they dropped a trailer for Miss Marvel. I haven't watched it, and I'm just like, fuck, man. I wish these were still just ideas. For so long it was just something you heard. Oh well, it's starting production or it's in pre-production, and now it's like gonna be here. And damn,
It's garbage tier. It is straight up garbage tier.
Yeah.
I haven't even watched the trailer. I have no desire to. I don't need. Well, we'll get into that later. But thank you, brother. It's great to have you back in full strength, man. It is.
Thank you, man.
You're welcome, brother. You're welcome. All right, let's see here. Next on the panel, ladies and gentlemen, he's making his return. He is the man, the CEO, if you will, of Gamble Comics, Mr. Super Oz.
Gamble Comics, yeah, hell yeah! It's so good to be here on 316 King of the Ring, where it was all started. Austin 316, that is. And Tony, you can be happy because independent creators like myself and our other guests, we will give you good content. You do not have to settle for Marvel or DC or other conglomerates that throw out trash and expect you to take it in and love it. No, that's what we're here for. We're here to give you good stuff. So if people would like a Jeff Hicks first printing of Everlasting Survivors or a Nick Crook cover for Everlasting Survivors, Volume 1, all day long, a 68-page graphic novel, it is currently available in limited quantities on Etsy.com.
Yes.
Dude, it's such a good book. It's such
And
a good book.
Oz is actually broadcasting from the International Space Station tonight, everyone. So.
I got a hell of a comic collection.
Oh shit, man! And our last member of the panel making his debut, ladies and gentlemen, he is Justin Belmont of Belmont Press. Welcome, sir.
What's going on?
Oh, good to have you. Good to have you.
You guys are drinking. I'm smoking.
Oh, I do both. I got it covered, bro. We got it covered here. We don't discriminate. Wow. I mean, unless you're unless you're Joe Biden, then hey, man, I pooped myself. But welcome, man. Welcome. Good to have you all. Let me acknowledge this wonderful chat. And of course, let me welcome new channel members. We have Nano Reaper, who will be our guest next Wednesday night with the other guests who his name is TBD. And also another new channel member, my co-host, Mr. Tony ToneDef of the Clown World Review. Thank you guys. Thank you for becoming channel members. Let me here. I do have this, and I will have to adjust this video. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. This video is something that I will gladly keep re-editing every day, fingers crossed, and keep adding new names. Channel members, this one's for you. Thank you all. We truly appreciate you, each and every one. Thank you. Thank you, members, and let me acknowledge this chat. Speaking of the best chat on YouTube, here they are. Let me acknowledge y'all. Nano Reaper, and like I said, Nano Reaper's in the house. Super fan Adam Shawhan, Keely Chow, the Fandom Menace Ultron. I got you, brother. There are no strings on me. There you go, Keely. There's your little song and dance for the night. Godzillionaire channel member up in the house. Brahma Bull, who was our guest last Wednesday. Go catch the playback. And check out his channel. Which, Tony, can we grab a link to Brahma's channel and drop that as well? We'll
definitely.
Get
Sorry, I
Oz's
missed
in
you
there
last week, bro. Wanted to
Yeah.
meet, bro. Yeah.
I know it was me, Draven, and Brahma last Wednesday. That's all right. Tony needed a night off, man. We got to give our man a night off every now and then. Got to give him a night off. He did. He works hard. He works hard here at the channel, so we got to give him a night off. Brutal Morningwood, the best name on YouTube. Brutal Morningwood in the house.
I like that.
Parrot Head, purveyor of memes. He says hello to the people's nose. Welcome, sir. Welcome, Parrot Head. I've got to make another bumper, bro. You've got my inbox, my DMs on Twitter stacked up with good memes. Glenn Schroeder in the house. Glenn Schroeder. Not to be confused with Schrodinger's cats or anything like that. Chris Fisk in the house. One of the four horsemen from Monday night. He's our JJ Dillon. I just backed Infinitail Chronicles. It's in demand. Grab that while you still can. I'm looking forward to get my hands on that. I am. Who else we got up in here? Who else we got? Let's see. Wait, what? Budweiser official beer of Kazooians everywhere. We'll take it. We'll take it. We got the Bud and the Budweiser. We're covered up here, man. We're covered. Admiral Tiberius, my brother, hail. Raw is law. Admiral Tiberius is one of those cats that's been down since we had one subscriber on this channel. Like, this cat has been around forever, bro. Thank you so much. And he's another one. He sends me memes because we're friends on Facebook. I know him. Judas Goat Barbecue, my man's up in here. Hey. Hail, Judas. How are you, sir? Darren, like my father before me. Good to see you, Darren. Welcome. Thank you for joining us again. Hope you're doing good today. Chris, you're welcome, brother. You're welcome. You are always welcome, sir. Here's Mr. Super Oz's channel right there. And here is the link.
25 videos.
What's that?
I think I'm at 25 videos now. 24 or 25.
Yeah, dude. And that's it. You just, the more content you put out, and that's where I was like, there was a point where I was like a less talented Jeremy from the quartering when I first started, because I was dropping 3 videos a day sometimes, but I wasn't editing shit. Now that I edit them, it's like, yeah, I'm lucky to get out one because I'm I'm so anal retentive about my editing. You know what I mean?
I have a question about you. Do I have to bleep curse words?
Abstain from the. I don't know if I've already dropped an F-bomb or not. I usually forget, but usually we try to wait till the first half hour. But you know what I mean? Go ahead. I don't care. Whatever.
My video Sunday, or that's going out live Sunday, I don't curse, but one of my guests do. So I just didn't know if I should cover that shit up. I mean,
don't worry about that. I only bleep stuff. I only bleep shit out in my videos that for like comedic effect, because I'll drop like 30 F-bombs in a video, and then like I'll just bleep one of them out for comedic effect and timing. So there's the link to Everlasting Survivors. Frankie knows. What's up, brother? Hail, Frankie. He says, "Did you guys catch Hogan Scott Hall speech?" I did not. I'll probably catch a replay of it. I'm sure it's on YouTube.
Hogan gave him credit for revitalizing his career.
So my first wrestling show I went to professional. I had been to some AWA shows at the Showboat when I was younger, but like the first big arena show I went to, it was the week after Bash, is the night after Bash at the Beach '98, the week after Goldberg defeated Hogan for the title, and the NWO came out first. That's how the show started. Scott Hall was first on the mic, said, "Hey, yo." Started going into his spiel, and basically Hogan blamed Scott Hall for the loss to Goldberg. So that was the main event that night, was Hogan versus Scott Hall. Turns out it was just a ploy to get Kevin Nash down there so they could beat him up. But man, when I hear just like Hogan and Hall, that's what my mind goes to.
Yeah, dude. I like, as I was telling, me and Oz were talking on the pre-show.
That was a
Hall,
good show too.
That was fun. That was fun. We didn't get to cover the Briscoes. We'll talk about that. We'll see if we can sneak that in at some point. But we've got there's Justin Belmont's link down there. Belmont Press. Get over there. Check out his channel. And we've got this. Hang on. Let me pop that other link up here from private chat. Subscribe to our panel. I gotta put their links in the description. But I got to I'll drop their links in the description. But yeah, here is the Indiegogo for Smokes the Fox right there in the chat. Or there you go, folks. We'll be talking about that a little bit later on. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, it's Wednesday. And what we do on Wednesday nights to kick things off, we started off right. We started off proper. Here it comes, your favorite segment. Holy shit news.
Holy shit!
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I don't know. Were you thinking, holy shit, a swordfish almost went through my head?
Holy shit! Holy shit!
And all the assholes want us to shit all over everything.
Holy shit! Where's the Tylenol?
Tony, credit to you for editing up that intro. I love that. That's one intro for a segment we're never gonna change. It's perfect. It is just perfect.
Yeah, I like that.
Here-
So
Here's a pop-up ad in our first story. So our first story on Holy Shit News: Ohio motorist in a pickle after cops find drug stash in his car. Now, normally these kind of stories come from Florida. Today we're gonna go just south of me into Ohio, and holy
it wasn't
shit!
me. It wasn't me. I promise.
That's a I mean, okay, so let's just be honest. I don't know. Is that fucking wax he's got there? Is that what this is?
Can you zoom in on that shit?
I'm gonna see if I can make that.
Yeah.
That's wax.
A sheet of wax.
Oh my god! What is this? Is this oil? Oh, that's his pickle. That's his pickle. That's his pickle. Look at this. So okay, I'm sorry. Like I have my medical card, and I will say this. I know how to travel with my shit, so I don't incur any issues like this if I ever get stopped, which, knock on wood, I won't. But I mean, this is just wow. This is recreational legal in Ohio? I don't even know. Or medical for that matter. I have no
I think
idea.
not
It is,
recreational.
but being black isn't.
I get.
That's what it was.
Wait, where's it at? Hang on, I've got it here somewhere. It's here. Didn't I add it to this one? Son of a bitch. Oh, son of a bitch. Where's the you've got to do better? Here, we got this.
You've got to do better.
There's that one. I had the I just made a bunch of new gifts, and apparently I didn't add them to the Wednesday night show. They're all on Monday night, so you got to tune in Monday night if you want the new gifts. No, this is funny. So here we go, right here. An Ohio man is facing drug charges after police found a large amount of marijuana and THC wax in his car during a traffic stop yesterday afternoon. Antonio Stanley, a 40-year-old Cincinnati resident, where I'll be April 9th at APW Pro Wrestling, was busted on a felony trafficking.
Now you know who to hit up.
I know. I'm gonna hit this dude up like, hey, Antonio, bro. I need a little bit of gimmick. I need some gimmick. Hail Gap Stargate. What's up, brother? Frankie, those bags look exactly like my spinach gnocchi.
Hell yeah.
I haven't made gnocchi in a while. That sounds good, actually.
That's really
Did he
good.
hide the drugs in the pickle? I don't know yet. We'll find out. So he was on I-70. What's that?
He said we're taking this trip together,
Yep.
finding out what drugs are.
It's a trip we're going on this is a class field trip. Stanley is being held in the Butler County Jail on narcotics wraps. As seen above in the evidence photo, along with the narcotics, cops seized drug paraphernalia, cash, a phone, and an individually wrapped Freestone dill pickle is seen right here. There we go. See?
Why
Gotta have a
would he take the man's pickle, though? He can't. That's his, number one, I think it's bullshit because it's weed, but, that's his personal property.
Yeah.
Is it one of those things, well, you bought this with drug money?
Yeah, it's gonna go to auction actually.
I mean, aren't they taking everything from him anyway? So, where was he going to keep the pickle on him, on his person after they take all of his possessions?
Brined in fentanyl, so he's going to keep it somewhere safe. Somewhere. Yeah.
Somebody already made a fentanyl comment or a George Floyd comment in the chat, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Godzillionaire. That's a Fenton pickle. That's a Fenta pickle. It's me, baby. It's the ghost of George Floyd. I fucking
Pickle Floyd.
pickle. It's me, Oh, instead of pickle Rick, pickle Floyd is so much better. Pickle
Yes.
Floyd works. Oh my god. Frankie, where'd Frankie go? He says Antonio. He's half Italian. Frankie, I bet you the first thing Antonio said when he got pulled over, he threw his hands up. He's like, Maron! And the cops were like, hey, Baba da Boopy. I don't know. It was like Peter Griffin on Family Guy. Like, Peter, just because you have a mustache doesn't mean you can speak Italian. I don't know. Were the drugs behind the pickle? Is it illegal to confiscate a pickle? Damn it. He should have had a pickle holder. I just, I feel like the cell phone, okay, the cell phone, you can confiscate that because that could be used for the, sale of narcotics. But the pickle, I mean, this is an innocent pickle. He's going to need something to eat after he gets out of, on bond, which he'll probably bond out.
Slimy baloney.
He's in a pickle
Ugh.
now.
He is in a pickle.
In prison meals, man, like that pickle's gonna be a feast once he gets out. Like, ugh.
Yeah, I would rather eat that prepackaged pickle than jail food any fucking day
Yeah.
because jail food has no seasoning. That's just like, here's your paste. Here you go, eat it.
Here's 2 green slimy pieces of bologna and 4 pieces of bread. See you in a few hours, motherfucker. Like, ugh.
Super fan. Pickle lives matter. Chris, according to feminists, no pickle is innocent.
Ain't that the truth?
Props for the dill and not a sweet gherkin.
Well, feminine pickles can be innocent.
Yeah, a feminine pickle is always innocent, just like a feminine penis. It was his emotional support pickle.
Have a good night, Darren.
Thank you for joining us, Darren, man. We appreciate you, brother. Be well, sir. Be well. When he gets out of jail, the pickle is going to be dilled and dried. Let's see what else happened here with where we at. All right, so according to the
man, sorry.
Oh no! This pickle company is located in my state, Michigan. According to the Bangor, Michigan-based Freestone Pickle Company, before I read this, I didn't know that Freestone Pickle Company was in Bangor. Its products are a great salty snack alternative and are low in calories and cholesterol free. Is that Juicy Smollett in that ad? The confiscated pickle has an estimated street value of about $1. Oh, so yeah, Antonio. Why can't his last name be Margheriti? Can you say that again? Margheriti. I just watched Inglourious Bastards. Sorry. But that's story number 1. So I mean, what do you guys think the over under is of Antonio playing hide the pickle in jail? I mean, it could happen. It could happen.
I'm just like, it's weed and weed based products, like, and not to make it not to go too far out there, but it's like,
yeah. Oh, I don't agree
Jesse
with.
Smollett was just released.
Yep.
Like pending his appeal. They released him.
What?
And it's like, and what he did affected an entire nation. And then this guy, he just had some weed. It's a lot of weed, but how many people are going to die from what you see right there on that trunk?
None.
You beat somebody to death with that pickle.
Yeah. It's like, I'm just like that. This is kind of like the injustice in in our legal system right here. Like, dude just had some weed. It's not
Dude,
even individually bagged. It's just a big bag of weed.
I didn't know they let Juicy out already.
Yeah,
same.
Just a little while ago.
Oh God! So Antonio's gonna go to jail, and he's just gonna be sitting there, Hopefully, they'll be like, "Oh, you got caught with a pickle, right?" Antonio's gonna be in the shower going,
I'm in danger.
This motherfucker got caught with a pickle. What's this? What's this? What's the value of a street pretzel?
Too much for warm bread. Too much for warm salted bread. Like fucking $6 for a damn pretzel these days.
Antonio, don't be a stunad.
Then you got to pay for the cheese.
Yeah,
I don't know.
he cried and they let him out. Raisinette,
that's-
chocolate covered fruit. I got it, but I love the explanation.
Jeez.
Ah,
Oh, Chris, you're the fucking man, bro. That's juicy, fucking juicy Smollett. Jesus, help me, Rhonda. Can you imagine had that shit gone the other way? Like, say if it was a white person that said BLM drugged me down the street, poured bleach on me, and yelled, "This is Sean King country" or some shit like that, Talcum X country. Can you imagine what? He would have been laughed out of there. But like, oh my God, he's such a joke. Like, this guy's a fucking idiot. And then the Juicy Smollett's like, the entire country, all these media, he's so stunning and brave. Oh my God, sees this hatred that exists is so bad. I'm like, hey, you were
it's
out
so bad you can look it up to find it.
out at 2 a.m. getting Subway during a polar vortex.
Yeah.
Yeah. The demand for hate outpaces the what they have to find.
If you need more context and you haven't seen Dave Chappelle talk about Juicy Smollett, I recommend you go watch his bit about Juicy
Lizzo.
because he can. It's Lizzo country. Oh shit! All right, hang on. You're gonna make me do it, aren't you? I think we got Liz. Do we have Lizzo over here? Is Lizzo here? Is she?
I get my head down.
Check my nails, baby. How you feeling? Feeling fat as hell. All right, hang on. We got the. I don't think I have. Where's Lizzo's not present, right? She's not present right now with Timothy.
That
but
should be mandatory on all brands.
I know. I need to do better. But here we go.
Do my hair toss, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling?
There we go. There's Lizzo. All right.
She's
Let's
looking
go
good. Really good.
She's looking good as hell.
Yeah.
You know, she looks healthy. She looks happy. She looks happy.
DDP yoga.
Doing a thing.
Florida man asked cops to test his meth.
He wants to be sure he's got the good shit.
He wants that Walter White.
No, but
He wants not
he
by
break out some bumps like you guys got to try this or
He got arrested. Hang on. Let me get a credit card real quick. Hang on. Look. Just take a rip, dog. It'll be fine. Just take a little snort. You'll be good. You're fine. March 11th. Concerned that the meth he had purchased was actually bath salts. A Florida man yesterday asked police to test his stash, a request that resulted in his arrest on multiple drug charges. According to according to investors in the meth, according to investigators, Thomas Colucci, 41, hey, Colucci, dialed 911.
go get one of Biden's free pipes. Put some in there, light that shit up, and if it turns to a liquid, you're solid, homie.
Why did he dial 911?
What the fuck? And that's a 311 issue.
Back in the day, in another life, when I lived in the PJs in the Section 8, one of my neighbors called the cops, and I remember this shit because I was having a fucking party, and there's like in my apartment, there's like 25 people in my apartment. We're all fucking, bong ripping, drinking, having a good time, listening to music, and we see fucking 5-0 rolls in, and we're like, what the fuck? And come to find out, this old dude and his wife got fucking super high and they thought they were dying, and literally they called the police on themselves and said, or 911. I think I'm dying. Well, what, sir, what happened? And my landlord told me this whole story because I used to sell weed. But she they smoked a joint and got so fucking high that they were scared and they called 911. I'm like, oh Lord Jesus. Oh, Lord Jesus. They were like in their 50s. I'm like, damn, you must not be used to good weed, you know. And we're talking, this is like 2004, you know. Like I said, it was another life ago. I was a much different person then. But yeah, so this guy called the cops, Mr. Thomas Colucci. Deputy was dispatched to his residence in Spring Hill, a Tampa suburb. Colucci explained that he needed someone to test the methamphetamine he just bought. When deputies met with Colucci, seeing it right, he explained he purchased the meth from a man at a local bar. But after using some of the drug, Colucci became concerned the substance was bath salts. Did you try to eat somebody's face?
Yeah. Not a good day for Italians.
No, Antonio and now, Mr. Colucci. I mean, this is borderline profiling of Italian Americans. And frankly, we're not going to stand for it. Frankie, I expect you guys will be having protests and picketing, but what do you say here? Cops say Colucci described himself as an experienced drug user who knew what it should feel like upon ingesting meth. Oh God.
What not to say?
Oh God. This would have been a story I would have done when I was working in FM. This would have been one of my dumb criminals story. Frankie says, unfortunately, this dude is Italian.
Yeah.
This moron will be elected as a Democrat in the next election. He's probably running for governor, honestly. He'd probably win governor in my state. So he allegedly provided the deputies with 2 small baggies containing a crystalline substance, expecting the contents would be tested by law enforcement. This is how you know you've got actual meth, when you're that fucked up. You're like, Mr. Officer, will you test my meth and tell me if it's meth and not bath salts or fentanyl, baby?
Hey, Chris, did they send an ambulance for your buddy's brother?
Jesus.
Oh my God. Colucci said he did not want other consumers to purchase fake meth from the dealer, whose name and contact information he did not possess. Colucci wanted deputies to put the person in trouble for peddling the narcotics. A field test of the material provided by Colucci showed it did indeed contain meth. According to Hernando County Sheriff's Office, as a result, Colucci was arrested on felony drug possession charge and a pair of misdemeanor paraphernalia counts. Colucci was released from the county jail at 5:30 p.m. today after posting $7,000 bond. Colucci was convicted in 2019 of drunkenly slamming his SUV into another vehicle near his Spring Hill residence. Cops charged that as Colucci sped away from the accident scene, he struck a pickup that was giving gas. The driver, who was outside the vehicle, was knocked to the ground while her passenger was transported to the hospital by ambulance for treatment of neck and back injuries. When cops confronted Colucci, whose blood alcohol content was measured at twice the legal limit, said, "Look, I've been drinking. I don't know what you want from me." Colucci pleaded no contest to DUI and leaving the scene of an accident on counts. He was sentenced to a year's probation in order to undergo outpatient substance abuse treatment.
You're killing me.
Oh my God. Well, the guy is not the smartest drug user on earth, obviously. And I mean, I don't know, like I said, I guess I've just never been to that state of pure inebriation where I'm like, man, I'm not sure if these drugs are good enough or not. I'm just gonna call the police and find out. I mean, at what point do you get there at your life when your drug use where you're like, I've done so many drugs, but this just doesn't. I've done a lot of meth, which is probably why his mouth is closed during his picture. And the guy was just like, "Look,
Daddy, how come you're not at work?
I don't know. How come you're not at school?
My teacher says she's tired of trying.
Yeah, well, so am I, Ralphie. So am I.
He was just tired of trying. He was just tired of trying. Tired of trying meth and not knowing if it was the real thing or not. This guy's like, no, you know what? I'm enlisting the experts. You know, what would have been better is if they had, was that McGruff, the crime dog?
McGruff, the crime dog.
Yeah.
McGruff. They had McGruff go on that one. Like, hey, can we get somebody in a McGruff suit or like one of those dare people to go say hi to this guy? Let's
I would
round
love for
out.
that to be-
Oh, that would be fucking money if they had McGruff the crime dog go to this guy's house. Only you could take a bite out of crime, or Antonio's pickle, or Thomas Colucci's meth.
This headline gets you all excited and then lets you down with the parentheses.
Right? Woman shot in the face with a water pistol. Wah wah. Assailant 40 busted for. Now see this right here, busted for a squirt attack. Now I mean, look, I mean we could we could this it had potential. It had potential.
Did we show her face yet, or can we guess whether she's hot or not?
We have not shown her face yet.
Does it have her name where we can read it without revealing her face?
Her name is Renee Bolduc. She's 40.
Everyone named Renee gambles and smokes cigarettes. So
I dated a woman named Renee only because she looked like Elaine from Seinfeld, and she didn't smoke. She was allergic to cigarettes, I smoked at the time, so she was not happy with that. But she did. We went to the casino a few times. This is when I was in college. But yeah, she didn't smoke though. I tried to get her to smoke weed with me. She wouldn't. I was like, yeah, you got to go. We're done here. No, I cheated on her. But anyway, that was 20 years ago. Right? It's like it's a French name, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's French. So what do we say? Is she hot or not?
No way.
No fucking way.
I'm gonna go with no, but she probably was when she was 20, but she's aged horribly.
Chris confirmed she squirts. People pay good money for that crap, even from a methany. I love that the methany caught on. You have methu and methany. Judas Goat Barbecue. She lives in a mobile home.
Exactly.
You never know. She could be trailer park hot. A Florida woman. What's that?
She drives out to the reservation every couple days. She's one of those people. She's like, the kids are at home calling and having to have her paged at the casino because she's been there for 18, 19 hours.
Oh, dude. Oh.
Yeah.
That story, that killed me. That woman leaving her baby in the car for an hour while she went into a casino and gambled. Yeah, that's parenting. That's good parenting. Gap Stargate calling her pick now. Ugly. UGLY. You ain't got no alibi. You ugly. Clap clap. You ugly. Clap clap.
I'm getting a real Debbie Mathers vibe, like her kid's gonna grow up to be a rapper or something.
Here we go. A Florida woman was arrested Saturday afternoon after allegedly shooting a neighbor in the face with a water pistol. According to police, Renee Bolduc, 40, was inside her residence at the King of the Road mobile home park in St. Petersburg when Nicole Hosmer, 44, walked past the property. Here we go. Oof. Yeah, I guarantee you she's got meth mouth. Bolduc cops. Go ahead, bro.
More of like a Sharon than a Renee.
Yeah, I would say that's I know a couple Sharons, and yeah, she could pass for a Sharon.
It wasn't even a super soaker. It's just a regular stupid pistol.
Yeah, it's
one pump.
It's one of those ones you find at the at the checkout lane. Hail, rough girl. TV. She is one of our channel members. What is going on, miss? Welcome. Channel members and everybody, welcome. If you're just joining us, be sure to bitch slap that like button. Do all the YouTube things, not just for me, for all your other favorite creators, for these fine gentlemen on the panel as well. We appreciate it. We do. It gives us a bump in the algorithms. All in any interaction is appreciated. So Bolduc, cops allege, exited her home, stood on the porch where she took a water gun and squirted the victim in the face. Hosmer never went onto the defendant's property, nor did she make any aggressive statements, according to an arrest affidavit. Bolduc allegedly squirted Hosmer in the face because she was upset the victim was walking on her street. Hosmer lives a few lots away from Bolduc at the King of the Road development. Hosmer was not injured in the shooting.
No kid.
You'll poke your eye. You'll shoot your eye out, kid.
This woman, she looks like she buys strawberry ice cream just because no one else in the house likes it. Like she's that kind of person.
She's that petty.
Yeah.
Did you watch it? I'm picking up what you're laying down. That's some inside baseball. Frankie's in the chat shaking his head right now. Rough Girl says, glad she's only using a water gun. Exactly. Hey, here it is. It's assault. Every episode of Cops, guy got arrested for spraying a garden hose on someone. True, but dumb. Oh, absolutely. It's classified as simple assault is what it is. It's simple assault. Let's see. Seat above, Bolduc was arrested for a misdemeanor battery and booked into the county jail, from which he was released Saturday after posting a $500 bond. The water pistol was not seized by a sheriff deputy. Last April, Bolduc sought a domestic injunction against Hosmer, alleging she was the victim of repeat violence. Her petition, however, was later dismissed without the issuance of an injunction. Okay, see, you knew there was some kind of pre-existing history between these two dump trucks. So, yeah, it was. It was. Oh, yeah, you knew that was some shit right there. Damn.
So the cops take the dill pickle, but they don't take the water pistol?
Right, that doesn't make sense, does it? It doesn't make any sense. Why wouldn't they confiscate the water? The water pistol is, it's a weapon. The pickle's not a weapon. The pickle doesn't want to do anything. You know, the pickle's not going to hurt anybody. You know, the water gun. I mean, that's a tool of white supremacy right there.
Cat's nightmare.
It is. Depending on your cat, like mine, one of my cats, I swear to God, this little badass like jumps into the goddamn shower now. Yeah, I think he's retarded. I don't know. He might be. He's like the Lenny of cats. You know, there's a John. We're going for the highfalutin. Hail, Mr. Grant Gregory. G-Tep from E-Tep, man. My Australian brother from down under. My twin, my doppelganger. What's up, bro? Thank you for being here, sir. Damn, yeah, this is just. Oh yeah, I don't know, man. I can't get down with arresting somebody for shooting somebody with a squirt gun. I mean, it'd be different if there was like bleach or something in there. What if she put breast milk in the gun?
Nope.
Is that trick or treat?
It would be very nutritious.
Yeah, I mean, you're. It's not assault if you're nourishing somebody. I wouldn't think it's like you're giving them vitamins and minerals that they need for a growing body.
Yeah, amino acids. Come on now.
Right? I mean, I'm just saying, it's fine. We're all fine here. We're all fine.
Getting a lot of pickle weapon comments. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can weaponize a pickle, I'm sure. We're not gonna talk about how the pickle gets weaponized. But the pickle gets weaponized. It does.
People that have phobias against pickles.
Really? A pickle phobia?
I worked at a sandwich shop. And when you buy a sub from the shop, you get a free pickle spear. So the guy I was working with grabbed the dill pickle, the full one, right out of the bin, and said, "Ma'am, do you want a pickle spear with that?" And she ran out of the fucking shop. Never came back until like 3 days later. She goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, I ran out. I have a pickle phobia." What the fuck happened to her that she has a pickle phobia? You know what I mean?
This could be a question for the After Dark show. We'll talk about how she developed her pickle phobia on a member stream.
Bad experience with the Jolly Green Giant.
Ho ho ho! Pickle in your booty. I don't know. I'm just saying. It might have happened that way.
I hope she just doesn't like the look of it or something like that.
Yeah, I don't like the texture when it. Never mind. Look, girl, we know. Well, that, ladies and gentlemen, was holy shit news. But we do have a hot topic tonight that was submitted by channel member Manliness and Motivation, and we love our channel members, man. Speaking of that, we'll play that clip in a bit. But it's time for hot topic. Here we go. And the dumpsters were harmed in the filming of that peaceful protest in Minneapolis back in the summer of love in 2020. Those dumpsters were harmed in that mostly peaceful protest. Mostly peaceful. But hot topic for the evening, gents. A loose camel kills 2 at a Tennessee petting zoo, sheriff says. A loose camel killed 2 people at a petting zoo. I didn't think camels were like mean or, that aggressive, but
I also thought they were really slow.
When I think of speedy animals that could trample somebody. I know if you have like a herd of camels, okay, then I could see, but like a loose camel. We're not talking about camels. We're not talking about Joe Camel and his squares. We're talking about a camel at a freaking petting zoo. No, not camel toe, rough girl. It could be. Well, I mean, if somebody was trampled by a camel, odds are it got the camel toe.
Absolutely.
I'm just saying. There are camel races. Really? I almost used an epithet. I was like, did the what Johnny Quest called his sidekick? Do they race camels? I don't. Oz is sitting there going, wait a minute. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're saying. Oh, fuck it. Do the Hajis race camels? There, I fucking said it. There, we're past a half hour. I fucking said it. Do Hajis race camels? I don't know. I just said Haji. Somebody's gonna sound clip that. That's fine. I don't care.
Someone Google that shit.
I'll play my J card. I don't give a fuck. I'm like, take that. I'll play my Jew card. Anyway, so loose camel kills 2 at a Tennessee petting zoo. And one of the victims' name was Tommy Gunn.
The Tommy?
I thought he died of AIDS years ago. I don't know. Tom Morrison, he got it. Tommy Gunn. Stick and move, kids. Stick and move. I don't know. I just... Tommy Gunn. And then Bobby Metheny.
No way.
Bobby Metheny.
This story's made up.
I wish it was. Here's the news report. Let's listen in here from KFVS12.com. Of course, got to listen to an ad first.
Now a shocking story out of Obion County, Tennessee, where authorities say a runaway camel has killed 2 people. The sheriff's office says it happened around 4:45 yesterday near Shirley Farms Petting Zoo. Deputies arrived on scene to find 2 unconscious victims on the ground and the camel still on the run. Now, while officers tried to move the victims, officials say the camel attacked their vehicle, then moved to attack them. That's when authorities say that officers killed the camel to protect everyone at the scene. The sheriff's office identified the victims as 42-year-old Bobby Metheny and 67-year-old Tommy Gunn.
I can't. I shouldn't laugh because people died, but you died in a camel attack at a petting zoo.
So I don't mean to criticize, but I worked 3 years at a small TV station in West Virginia, and I guarantee that if anybody got run over by anything, they were going to be sending a reporter out there. These people are so lazy; they just have a map with a yellow square on it, and a lady talking with a graphic. It's like, how bad are you at your job that you cannot send a person to go get a soundbite from anybody who was there, the sheriff, nothing? You're just, lady in the studio and a graphic. Like, how? and this is why mainstream everything is failing. Like, they don't even try.
No.
Like, we're doing as much effort as they are. Actually, more than that.
You had a literal camel attack. and you don't even send anybody out. This is like a low speed chase. I imagine it was like, oh no, and they're dead. I just like, I don't even, Like, what were Metheny and Tommy Gunn doing at the time? I mean, it just doesn't make sense.
Nope.
This
There's no
is
more details on how it happened or anything. They were riding them or what?
let's see. Obion, Tennessee. 2 people were killed in a camel attack. First responders tried to help the victims and move them to a safe place when the camel attacked a sheriff's office vehicle and tried to attack a deputy. Officers killed the camel. the camel.
They put him down.
They put him down. This was a militant fucking radicalized camel that probably watched Fox News all day.
So, did other camels come out and
Someone was behind that.
did other camels come out and quote unquote protest afterwards? Are all their Wendy's still intact?
I don't know if any of the Wendy's were injured during the camel attack or in the aftermath following it. The mostly peaceful camel attack supporters in the peaceful protests supporting the camel.
Up, don't shoot.
I want to see a camel going, I can't breathe. I do. I'm sorry. Camel, I can't breathe, baby. George Floyd comes down from heaven, floats down. Hang on a second. Hang on. I'll do it. I don't even care. I'll do it. Here we go. Hang on a second. Let me get Saint. Here he is, lady. It's me, baby. The greatest black man who ever lived. St. Florida fit now. Now, if you killed that camel, y'all racist. Y'all racist for killing that camel, baby. All he wanted was some Skittles and iced tea. Oh, God.
Wednesday's our day. Hump Day, that's our day. They have all
Right,
kinds of camel-related movies on Netflix. It's beautiful.
That poor camel. That poor fucking camel. Like, what did... All he ever wanted to do was let the kids at the petting zoo fucking, touch his humps.
Probably mistreated at the fucking, whatever he was at, the zoo.
Right? Like, after seeing Tiger King... I have an issue with the way animals are treated. We got a super chat, Godzillionaire, channel member Godzillionaire with the super chat for $2. If the camel is white, that would have been news. Well, yeah, albino camels are a rarity, bro. Albino camels are a rarity. You can't say dromedary. That's our word. Sorry, Tony. I had to highlight that one. You're on the comments, though, bro. You got it. I had to hit that. So, Godzillionaire, for your $2 super chat, sir, here is your super chat clip. Let's go with this one tonight. Let's do this one. I guess Rocky would have been the police and the camel was Mr. T. I don't know. I feel like I should. I just feel
He's
like
out of line, but he's right.
I don't know. I do. I do. So that, ladies and gentlemen, was our hot. Anybody have any thoughts on the death of Tommy Gunn or Metheny at the hands of this rogue camel?
Well, Tommy Gunn made it past Rocky, right? He lived. I can't believe this is how he went down. At the hands of a camel. I mean, hooves of a camel.
He just got taken out, man, at a petting zoo of all places. At a fucking petting zoo. Hey, yo, Tommy Gunn, you thought you could survive the street, huh? I don't know. I'll stop doing the Rocky.
I want to die in my sleep. That's it.
Right. They could have been a badass tag team called Guns and Meth. And it would have that total NXT material.
What's up, good stuff?
What's up? Hey, Good Stuff Comics Gator. Hey, brother. Welcome. Good to see you in the chat, sir. Good to see you in the chat. I caught some, like I said, I was telling Justin before we went on, I was watching some of the stream the other night. Tina, channel member Tina Bojan. Hail, Miss Tina. She's her and Rough Girl are representing part of our 3% female audience on the channel here. So 3.7565% female audience on the channel. So for that, we do thank you, ladies, for being here. Sounds like it was a hard pack of camels. Was it the like the little crush cam? Was it like the crush camel where he was like a regular camel, or if you like squeezed one of his humps, he was menthol? I don't. Guns and Meth. Wasn't that the name of Axl Rose's solo album? I do believe so. I'm gonna give it over to Justin Belmont of Belmont Press for a minute and let him, before we go into our first break of the evening here, go ahead and talk about his project. Justin, go ahead, sir.
You want me to bring it up?
Yeah, I'll let you bring it up so you can control your screen. Like I said, I'd rather have you do that. That way you can talk about it as you go through. Smokes the Fox. There we go.
Actually, let me play the trailer that Good Stuff did for me.
Yeah. Excellent, man. Excellent. So go ahead on and tell the people what you got.
Smokes the Fox is a character that I created when I was 16. And Weaponized Werewolf is kind of something that came out of after I was working on Smokes the Fox. I decided to make this second additional book. The reason for that was because I can actually get things done faster and have two different artists work independently. So what you see here, these two stories are actually one and the same. So Weaponized Werewolf is basically the prologue to Smokes the Fox. And Smokes the Fox is a hybrid that was created in a lab. And he's the smartest hybrid. And Weaponized Werewolf is the strongest hybrid. These hybrids are being made underground on the New Mexico-Colorado border. Let me show you some of this art. Mike Barron wrote both of these books. Mike Barron's from Colorado, not too far from where I am. And I met him at this local convention. And I walked up to him one day and I was like, hey, I got this idea for a pot smoking fox, and I thought he was going to, maybe laugh at me or whatever, but like, what the fuck, get out of here, kid. I'm not going to write that shit. But he actually did like the concept that I gave him, and he agreed to write the script, and he came up with this amazing script. And then not too long after, I hired him to write Weaponized Werewolf. Weaponized Werewolf is more of a horror book. It takes place 15 years before Smokes does. And Smokes is not like a Beavis and Butthead type deal where it's just nothing but like, stupid weed jokes or whatever. Like it's a very, very evolved story. And anybody who picks these books up is really going to enjoy it. So you get Weaponized Werewolf for free. Every backer who backs the campaign. We're really close to funding right now. I think we just need like $758 or something like that. We're really, really close. We're at 84%. And we got about 20-something days. How many days we got? I think it's 25 days or 24 days.
Okay, so you're getting down there.
And we're trying to get to 5,000 right now. So I need about 20 backers to get it done, maybe less.
All right, so folks, there you go, right there. Uh, get on it, man. You got less than 3 weeks left. It sounds like to back this one. So get out there and support these independent creators, putting out great material for you as an alternative to the garbage tier stuff we get from the mainstream. You could back these folks and support independent creators, and this is nice looking. I like it. And he's a pot smoking werewolf. I'm backing this one. This is one I'm gonna back. Absolutely, bro. You got
man.
my support on that. Absolutely.
This cover right here was done by Don Perlin and Bob Layton, the creators of Bloodshot. I don't know if you've seen the movie or familiar with Valiant in the 90s.
I haven't seen that yet. I remember the movie coming out because that came out right at the end of 2019, going into 2020 with Vin Diesel.
Yeah, so it didn't really do very well because it hit right when the pandemic did, and I was like, "Oh, that's fine."
Yep.
They didn't make really much money as they would have, if they released it earlier.
Bob Layton's a hell of a guy.
Yeah, he's a really good guy, man. I've commissioned him a few times in the past, and he was like, "I'll do something small for your campaign." So I asked him if he would ink my cover, and he said, "Yeah." And I convinced Don Perlin to come out of retirement to draw this cover. This is probably going to be his last published work.
That's crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, I love another Valiant property that Bob Layton helped create, Dr. Mirage. That's a super good book. Yeah, the first run of Valiant was some good stuff.
The original, the classics.
Yeah.
If you're a fan of Valiant, you're going to be a fan of these books because I have Mike Barron writing the books, who worked for Valiant. I got Rodney Ramos doing the inks on both books. He worked for Valiant. We got Don Perlin and Bob Layton, what we just said. I got Peter Palmiotti. For some reason I always say Jimmy. I got his brother though, Peter Palmiotti, to do a pinup, ink the pinup inside. That's going to be included, so everybody gets that. And I might add some more artwork inside. Right here is the variant cover that Gerhard did for me. If you're familiar with Cerebus, the aardvark.
I am not.
No.
No.
It was the longest running indie comic until Spawn just beat it. It was 300 issues, and Dave Sim and Gerhard were the artists for the book. And Gerhard actually helped me redesign Smokes. I created Smokes when I was about 15. It was a long time ago. So he needed a makeover. So I worked with him on designing the new look for the pipe and how he looks. And we added the Nam uniform top. I like how that came out.
Is this your first campaign?
Yeah, this is my first campaign. But I tried to get all the big guns that I could, try to get everybody I could to make it a good project.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. Like, I'm killer impressed with all of the talent involved. So I did my first campaign last year, and it was basically just me shouting at clouds and being like, "Hey, anybody?" And so I think it's super smart the way you've gone about it. That's because I screwed up my first campaign. Is the reason I'm waiting to do my relaunch. I'm waiting to have help basically from my first artist. He's got a humongous channel and successful campaigns too. So yeah, no, I think that all the steps you took to stand out that's so smart.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't cheap, I'll tell you that. And my wife doesn't really love it that I spent that much, but I wanted to do it right. This is my dream. I'm not going to put it out half-ass. I'm not going to I didn't cut corners anywhere. You know what I mean? I got prose for the whole book. It's a little bit of Comicsgate. It's a little bit of classic prose from the 90s, and it's got new talent too as well. So it's everything.
That's all.
And I got the colorist DC Alonso to do the interiors. He did just a really great job on these pages. As you can see, this is a scene from the inside the facility when Smokes is still locked up. But since he's the smartest hybrid that this lab created, you'll see that he's able to escape. And that colonel right there, that guy you see in the top panel, he actually makes the order to send Weaponized Werewolf to eliminate Smokes because he escapes, and he's a risk being out there, and it wasn't really the greatest move for the Colonel. And that's kind of how the story begins. And once you read Smokes, you want to dive into Weaponized Werewolf. So then you go back in time when you go to that book. It's 15 years prior, and Weaponized Werewolf is more of a horror book. So you fans of horror are gonna like the book. It's a little something for everyone. If you're a stoner, you're gonna like the book. If you like horror, you're gonna like the book. You know, if you want something original, if you're a fan of Valiant in the 90s, you're gonna like this. You know.
Yeah,
So
it looks good.
I did the best I can. You know, I try to get the best talent I could.
Absolutely, man. Like I said, the panel here they look great. Like the shading, and I'm not an expert, but I mean, it's like I've seen enough books to know. You know what I mean? This looks good. This looks really good. So,
I spent 3 years developing it. I worked on actually model sheets for most of the characters. Even the biker guy that you see going through that window right there, he had a model sheet and a character sheet. I think that's the best way to do it. Even if the character only has 1 or 2 pages of appearance, I think the best way to do it is to create everything beforehand and then use those characters and put them into your world, into your story. So that's what I did. Like I made my own, like cast, and then I threw them in this world. Even though the world is pretty much, the world now.
Mm-hmm.
This right here is just a scene. It's a funny scene. It's a Smokes first time getting high. He rips off some stoner teens that were camping, and right there you see him. He's actually seeing purple pandas because he's so high, so he's seeing shit. So there's a little bit of humor in there, and you got some biker action.
Yeah, I like this, man.
The artwork, Lee Oakes did the artwork. He lives out here in Colorado as well, so he's a local. He lives actually kind of by Mike Barron.
Okay.
And this is Weaponized Werewolf. So anybody who backs gets this book for free. And this was done by Tim Vigil, who's known for his vulgar covers, I guess you can say. He does do some gory stuff and likes to draw like naked women and stuff like that. He likes to draw whatever he wants to draw, which I like. I don't like censorship in any way, shape, or form. So I let him do his thing on this cover. He wanted guts fucking coming out like that. I didn't tell him to do that. I said, sure, if that's what you want. He liked that I let him do whatever he wanted. And he also liked that the colors came out so good.
Yeah.
We reworked those colors a couple times to get them to how he wanted them. And I thought it came out pretty nice.
You got it's a nice contrast between because it's kind of like a blue lit background with like the red from the blood. It looks really cool. It's very visually like captivating. I dig that.
And someone asked me if what's on the cover happens in the comics. Yes, everything that's on the covers of these of my 3 covers, they all happen inside the book.
That's good to know because
what's that? I'm sorry.
You get some of those you get some covers and it's like that the panels aren't in the if it's a panel it's not in the book and people are like, well, how does this fit into the story? Or I dig that though. I dig that. That is it looks great, ladies and gentlemen. The link is right in the chat here. Once again, I'll throw that in there. There it is right there. That's Weaponized Werewolf and Smokes the Fox from Belmont Press. Get out. And he's got a talented team on this, a veritable who's who. So get out and back this. Like I said, I'll back this one. Absolutely.
I appreciate it, man.
Absolutely. I have Shadow of the Kraken coming this year. I got Infinitail Chronicles. I'll have Smokes the Fox and Weaponized Werewolf, and I'm waiting on Bonds 2. From Nerium.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh god, that first dude. That is right here. It's that one and Red Gaze's Sun Sworn Wings of Vengeance. These two are right here, and yeah, I was just showing these off to somebody who came over my house the other day. I'm like, this right here, these guys like Nerium and Red put, they put a lot into it. And her werewolf, it's like a manga that was another one. I was like, as I read that shit, and I'm like, I DM'd her right away on Twitter. I'm like, I need more of this. She's like, I'm already like 60 pages into the second book. I'm like, I know, but I'm just saying it was excellent, So yeah, this is another one that looks like, definitely going to be a one that you're going to read and be like, oh shit, I could probably read this.
If you like werewolf books, you're going to like this one.
I like werewolves, period. So I'm cool with that. I am. I like that, man. So ladies and gentlemen, support our guests and their projects, and we'll talk about Everlasting Survivors in a little bit. Thank you for sharing that with us, Justin. We appreciate it, brother. What we're going to do right now is we got to step out into a quick break because, let's be honest, my glass needs a refill. Y'all need to see some memes, and we're going to queue up the quiz sensation that's sweeping the nation. Do you know me? That is next after the break. But until then, let's enjoy some memes here. Let's see. And this is unfamiliar territory with these memes here. I don't know where we're at because here we go, right here. Here's a good one. This is from Tony, I'm sure. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and I would be remiss if I didn't mention we had a soup chat. I apologize, Mr. Grant Gregory. He said, can't wait to hang out with you again on a stream. Absolutely, brother. Why don't you come on next Wednesday with us, GTEP, from ETEP to GTEP. Come on next Wednesday with me, Tony, and Nano. And I saw Culture Casino in the chat. Hail, brother. Thank you for being here, Culture, man. I appreciate you. Yeah, bro. I do. Culture, I want to have you on again soon, too. Just tell Sporking I'm sick for it and just show up on my show. He doesn't watch it anyway. You can skip the dump one night and just come over and hang out with me. It's all right. I know. I'm much better looking and way more fun. I love you, Scotty. I'm just kidding. Scotty's a channel member over at Sporking News. So big shout out to all my channel members and Mr. Grant Gregory for $2 Australian. Can't wait to hang out with you again on the stream, brother. Let's do. Yeah, Australia.
How much is that in US?
I don't know. It all gets direct deposited, so I have no idea. I have to look up the rate of conversion. Because I honestly don't know. But Mr. Grant Gregory, for your $2 Australian super chat, let's see here. What are we going to go with? You know what? Let's do this one. Here we go right here. We'll do this because this is one of my favorite movies.
Hey, what's happening, brother?
I can't believe that fine ass blonde is marrying James Gunn. That shit blows my mind.
I can. Bitches
God.
love money.
I just looked at her arms and was like, I would pay her to choke me. Like,
Holy
So-
shit.
yeah,
Australian dollar is equivalent to 73 US cents. But give that time, Mr. Grant Gregory. Give that. We're working on that.
it'll be worth more. It'll be worth more. We're doing all we can to tank the value of the US dollar. Well,
Hey, man, I'm not doing any. It was all Putin and Blumph. It was Blump's fault.
but seriously though, we've got the quiz right now, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna have to power through the quiz. We'll each panelist will get 2 questions each. But before we start the quiz, here we go right here, ladies and gentlemen. The quiz sensation. I got my Norman Lear hat on for those of you keeping score at home. Here it is. Do you know me? Now, normally I would go through the Do You Know Me deck and I would hand select the questions for our panelists. And chat, get ready because this is all audience participation. And remember, we have the official Do You Know Me score pad right here with us, the high-tech scoring mechanism, which I had to go 2 pages ahead on because my 6-year-old erased 18 of my creator wrestlers on WWF No Mercy. So I have 180 some of them that I've been working on since 2002. So I have to go through and recatalog all of them. And let's see, I have 2 game packs and 4 or 5, 6, 7, 8 controllers. So I have to go through and recatalog them. So I was doing this. I was like, where's the score pad? Oh yeah, it's out in my den. So we've got the score pad right here, the official high-tech scoring mechanism for the quiz sensation, sweeping the nation. Do you know me? Let me get the official Mr. Grant Gregory. Thank you, sir, for becoming a channel member, brother. We appreciate it. Welcome. I tip the hat to you.
At Mr. Super Oz as well.
Oh, you did too? I didn't see it.
I have him over there.
Well, thank you, bro. Thank you, man. See, you guys rock, man. You can make a dark man blush. Unfortunately, I'm light, so you'll be able to see me blush. But no, I appreciate you guys. I really do. You guys fucking rock. Guys and gals out there, our channel members. Like I said, we got there's a couple ladies that took the plunge and no pun intended, and became channel members. I put out we've got 2 channel streams available, 2 member streams available for you guys, and I did a video on Jaden Smith and the possibility of him being cast as Miles Morales yesterday. Just a short little daily bonus video for my channel members. Spoiler alert. I think it's a shitty idea, and Miles Morales is tokenized Peter Parker. Thank you, Young Ripper, for that one. It's bad. It's bad. But here, Ripper's the man. I like the way he handled Jody's corner. That shit was funny. But let's kick off the shitty StreamYard background music here. There we go. That we run. And we forget it's there, and then when we turn it off later, it sounds weird. But we'll start with Justin. It's his debut on the program this evening. So question number 1 goes to Mr. Justin Belmont. Let's get this going here. Let's see. First question. Oh, well, shit, we came out with a heater.
Oh, come on.
Chat, you have 1 minute to respond. Has Justin ever had a threesome? This is baptism by fire tonight, I guess. Like I said, these are truly random questions. Chat, go ahead and say yes or no. Tony, what do you think?
I'm going to go with yes. I'm just going to be, yeah.
Tony says yes. Let's see. Chris says no. Fisk says no. Keeley, let's see. Superfan's on the no side. Oz, what do you say?
I'm going yes, but I'm also saying because he knows so many stars, I'm saying they're famous.
Okay. All right.
What?
Keeley says, Keeley says yes. Another monster says, fuck no. Mr. Gregory says, does a devil's three-way count? Brahma Bull says, MMF. Parrothead said, only if using both hands. Let's see. Fisk, remember, if it's two dudes and a chick, it's not a threesome, it's a gay experience. Brutal says yes. Mr. Grant Gregory says no. Chat, you got about 30 seconds to weigh in. Gap Stargate says yes. So this is almost it's a 50-50 split right now. So let's see. Parrothead's a no. Mr. Brahma Bull. Let's see. Gap says yes. All right, folks, you're down to about 15 seconds to weigh in the chat if you haven't yet.
We need a Royal Rumble. 10, 9, 8.
I do. Like I said, we're working on production values. I got to get a timer.
Trust me,
I know.
I just got an opening video last week.
I'm still using the same opener I had. Well, I kind of mix it up. I like make up shit for the streams.
Oh yeah. Your openers are nice.
I try to.
Kind of quiz.
Oh, we got all kinds of questions. All right, so that's it.
About you.
Oh no, I don't. No, we do the panel. I'm an open book. If y'all want, I haven't had a threesome. I've had a fivesome, and a threesome. But yeah, like I said, that was another life. That was long time ago. Long time ago. Like Bernie Mac, long time ago.
Brother. You ain't gotta tell me that I already know.
Look, them ring rats. I'm just saying. All right. Anyway, here we go. So Justin, have you ever had a threesome? He says yes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the yeses have it. So that will give him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. Tony, Oz, Keeley, Brutal Morningwood, and Gap Stargate all on the yes side. So 5 points for the first round. Up next, Mr. Super Oz. Let me go over here to the deck of cards, and we'll draw out we'll shuffle a little bit here and pull one right off the top for Mr. Super Oz. And this is a have you ever has Mr. Super Oz ever had mono? Chat, has Mr. Super Oz ever had mono? He went from a threesome to mono. I mean, I imagine in a couple of years it'll be has blank ever had the coof, and it will be in the deck. So let's see what the chat's saying now. Has Mr. Super Oz ever had mono? Mr. Grant Gregory says no. G-Tep says no. Keeley's a no. Tony, what do you say?
Tony?
I'm going to go with no.
All right. Tony's a no. Oz is in question right now with the mono. Justin, what do you say?
Yeah.
All right.
How much time left?
We got about 25 seconds left. Let's see. Parrothead said nobody had Bono. Let's see. Brahma says no.
So Justin's the only yes so far?
No, Justin, Another Monster, and Chris Fisk, and Gap Stargate said yes. We're down to about 6 seconds. If you want to weigh in, I don't vote. I don't opine on this. If I had to, unofficially, I would say I would say no. I would say no.
Let's clock it.
Because I know you're in the military, so you've had, and one of my best friends is a vet, and we're done. Everything's locked in.
All right.
Oz, what?
Then the yays get it, because not only did I have mono, but I had strep throat and bronchitis all at the same time. I was out at Fort Irwin in California. The day we landed, I told Staff Sergeant Gallows, I said, dude, I don't feel good. He's like, you just don't want to be here. I said, well, yeah, that's the truth. I don't want to be here, but that's not what I'm telling you. I told you I don't feel good. And he's like, I'll just drink water. You'll be all right. So the next day I tell him, dude, I feel even worse than I did the day before. And he's like, well, go see the medics. The medics are like, oh, you're dehydrated. Here, have an IV. So 5 days go by. I go 5 days in a row to the medics, and they finally say, we're taking you to the hospital. I'm like, good. That's what I've been looking for. They take me over, do blood work. They say, you got strep throat, bronchitis, and mono. They said, you're going back to Hawaii. That's where I was stationed for 3 years. And it was the first and only time I've ever flown first class, because the airline didn't know that I was sick. They just knew, hey, there's a dude in uniform. Let's bump up first class. It was so nice to fly first class.
Hell yeah. I've never flown first class. I've only flown twice. I've only flown twice in my entire life, and both were international flights. I've never flown first class. I think when I go visit this guy over here in Vegas this October, I'm gonna spring for first class, just because. That's what everybody says. But it was
freaking nice. I mean, it was freaking nice.
Yep, they're like, it's hard to go back to coach or business class after that. But so that racks up 4 points for Oz. Chris Fisk, another monster. Justin and Gap Stargate got that one correct. So we'll go over here to Tony's first question. And has Tony received a speeding ticket in the last year? Chat, you are on the clock with 1 minute starting meow. We'll start with the panel. Justin, do you think Tony has received a speeding ticket in the last year?
No.
All right, Justin is a no. Justin's a no. Keely says yes. Keely's a yes. Another monster. Monster's a no. Fisk, no. What do you say, Oz?
I feel like Tony is not getting caught. I feel like Tony has been clean and clear all year long.
All right. Gap says no. Brahma says no. Parrothead says yes. All right. I myself, I think I know the answer to this, so I'm not even going to venture a guess. But I know, see, that's the thing, is like knowing what you do for work. I could see it as a possibility, but I don't think it's happened. I think you would have told me if it has. Chat, you got about 10 seconds to weigh in on this one. And we got about 4. Anybody else got to get any answers in? There we go, locked in. Tony, have you received a speeding ticket in the last year?
I received a speeding ticket just outside of a year, about 15 months ago. So no, I haven't. And that was fucking bullshit. No, check it out. Okay, it was a 4-lane, like 5-lane with the suicide lane. Just a road. And they had just expanded it to, be that way. It used to be a 2-lane road, and it was 25 miles an hour then. Well, there's no reason. It's like a major intersection now. And I was going 30, and the cops had a little trap set up, pulled me over because the speed limit was still 25. And like a month, 2 months later, it got moved up to 35 miles an hour, the speed limit there. So, I mean, it was bullshit.
All right, so that's a no. That's a no because it was outside of a year. Tony gets 7 points. Justin, another monster. Chris Fisk, Superfan Adam Shawhan, Oz, Gap Stargate, and Brahma all got that one correct.
Fuck the state.
The last time I got pulled over, it was in the same place that RVD and Sabu got busted for having pot.
I remember that. That's RVD got suspended and Sabu got fired. And
Yep.
I will say this wholeheartedly. Sabu, fuck you.
In your pants.
I have no inhibitions about saying that. Fuck Sabu. I worked shows with him for years, and fuck that guy. Bumming weed ass motherfucker. Can't ever bring your own shit. Got to bail you out of jail to get you to come to a show. Anyway, let's move on. So Tony's in the lead right now with 7. Tony's at 7. Justin's at 5. Oz is at 4. We're gonna do one more question each, and we'll see what the final score is. Who gets bragging rights for the week? And in the chat, here we go. We're going back to Justin. Does Justin prefer crunchy peanut butter over smooth? Does he prefer crunchy over smooth? Chat, you have 1 minute starting now to weigh in. What do you say, Tony?
See, this is this is harder than the threesome because crunchy is very, very underrated. But I'm gonna go on a limb and say yes. I kind of want to say no, my gut, but I'm going against that and saying yes. He prefers crunchy over smooth.
Let's see, crunchy over smooth. So let's see.
What if I'm allergic?
That's a great question. I was thinking that myself.
Peanut allergies are made up.
No, I'm not.
I was gonna say if you're allergic, it's a wash, and I'll get a new question. Let's see. Brahmas is going in smooth, coming out crunchy. So that'd be a no. Brahma. Let's see. Another monster. Smooth, but smooth is lame. Hey man, I don't eat crunchy peanut butter unless I'm really, really fucking stoned, and I find that in the cupboard with the spoon first. Because if I can find it creamy first, I'm going right to that with the spoon. I do. I'm not a.
Crunchy's bomb.
I'm not a. The wife likes the crunchy peanut butter. I don't. Let's see. Parrot Head only when he's trying to fuck with the courts. Nice Ghostbusters 2 reference, Parrot Head. Let's see.
I got smooth, by the way.
Yeah, I was going to you next. Oz has got smooth, so that'd be a no. Let's see. Gap retracted a message. Was that the yes? Because I think you did answer yes earlier, Gap. Or no, you answered no earlier. Which one are you going with, Gap? Yes or no? German, crunchy, Jewish princess, smooth. Yeah, that's pretty much right. The wife's a Kraut, and I'm a fucking Jew. I don't even look Jewish. You got about 10 seconds left, chat. Yep. Okay, I got you down in the no column. All right. So here we are. We're locked in. Justin, what do you say? Crunchy or smooth?
Crunchy for sure.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so we only got 2 yeses out of that one, but that's another 2 points to your total. That brings Justin to a 7-point total after 2 questions. He's tied with Tony right now, is at 7. Oz is at 4. Oz is up next. And the next question for Mr. Super Oz. I don't like this question. I'm going to pick another one. I don't like that one. I don't like it. Let's see. Here we go.
Because that's a big hell no.
Can Mr. Super Oz name all 4 Beatles? Can he name all 4 Beatles? Chat. In about, we'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1 minute on the clock. Tony, can Oz name all 4 Beatles?
Yes.
Tony, yes. Keeley, yes. Superfan, yes. Justin, what do you say?
No, I think he's gonna get 3.
All right. Justin's a no. Let's see. Brahma's a yes. Gap is a yes. Gap Stargate. Let's see. Mr. Grant Gregory said he can name 9. That depends on what grade chronic you're talking about. Pursuing Paranormal. Hail, brother. Hail, Parrothead says yes. Right? Let's see, what are we at? We got about 7 seconds left. Pursuing Paranormal says yes. Another Monster says yes. And that's it. We're locked in right there. All right. Oz.
I only got two. Paul McCartney and Ringo Starr. I can't think of the others.
George Harrison. John Lennon.
Yep, John Lennon. I knew there was. I was like, who's the dead guy?
Justin was the only one that got that one. That said no. So we got one for Super Oz. He is at 5 right now. He's at 5. Justin's at 7. Tony needs 1 point to clinch. I think this would be your second victory, wouldn't it, Tony? I have to look back through the official scorecard, but let's see. Here we go. Let me get a good question here. All right, let's see. We gotta have a good one. This has got to be a good question. Some of these are bougie as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. All right, here we go. Right here. This is a good one. All right. Has Tony ToneDef ever been the best man at a wedding? Has Tony ever been the best man at a wedding? Chat starting right about now. You got 1 minute to weigh in. We'll start with the panel. Oz, has Tony ever been the best man?
Weren't you guys for World Class recently?
I went to Loudy's wedding in Indiana last year. I wasn't in the wedding party though. I just attended. Let's see. Because clown. Tony wasn't there. He was at the hangout in Vegas. They went to.
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no.
All right. Oz is a no. Justin, what do you say?
I say no.
All right, he's saying no. Let's see. So we got Keeley, Superfan, Pursuing says yes, the bestest man. Let's see. Gap says yes. Nano says no. The Beatles are Rhino, Stag, Longhorn, and Dumb. Brahma says no. Let's see. Where are we at? Superfan. Vegas, baby. Another Monster. Ooh, actually a tough question. I'm saying yes. Another Monster saying yes. All right, we got about 15 seconds left. Hail, Red Gaze. What's up, my brother? Welcome, Red. All right, weigh him in now, folks. Weigh him in. Got a couple seconds left. Nano says he was the best man at the divorce 12 hours later. Nano says yes. All right, here we go. We're all locked in. Tony, have you been the best man at a wedding?
Several of them.
Yeses have it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tony wins with 13. Tony had 13. Oz 7. And Justin was Oz had let's see, 4. Yes, 7. Yeah, Oz had 7. And Justin, so we have a tie at second, but Tony is the winner. He wins the accolades for this week, and you'll get a prize pack mailed to you from the P.O. Box sometime in the near future. No, really, channel members, I'm in the process of ordering and getting the kazoos made. So you're going to have ETEP Kazooians. The Kazooians will have actual kazoos with the channel logo on them that I'm sending to you in honor of our Marvel Mondays, where we, if you haven't heard it, tune in on Monday and listen in, because we play the Marvel theme on the kazoo for Marvel Mondays when we rip on the MCU. So thank you, everybody, for playing. Mr. Super Oz, I do believe, sir, that you have... Thank you, everybody in the chat, for playing. We appreciate you guys. Like I said, when we get the kazoos in, now the winner, say Tony would be representing 2 players in the chat, and they'll get kazoos mailed to them for being the week's winners. So that's what we're gonna do. Like I said, that'll all be in a couple weeks. I'll have those here, and we'll have some more fun stuff to give away for you guys. And the PO box will be opened up. So I appreciate you, Oz. You have a little project to show us, don't you?
I do. You and Tony both have Everlasting Survivors, Volume
Yes,
1,
sir.
all day long. It's a 68-page graphic novel. 55 pages are done by our mutual friend Jeff Hicks from World Class Bullshitters. Our other mutual friend is on his show tonight. Vinny. Vinny's over there.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah.
Back show to the Kraken while you're at it. But yeah, so this 68-page graphic novel is about 3 heroes who can come back from death blows, thus everlasting survivors. There are 2 covers. The cover A by Jeff Hicks, cover B by Nick Crook. He did the final 15 pages. So much like Justin was saying earlier, this stuff, it takes time. When I first started, well, when the book was first conceived, Jeff was not the big YouTuber that he is today with World Class. He was a guy just fresh out of college, sitting at a booth at the Cincinnati Comic Expo. We met. I was a fan, and he was selling posters of his art. Here's a poster of his art that we will have on the relaunch on Indiegogo. But at the time, he was doing things like Power Rangers and wrestlers and the like. I often say that The Rock introduced us because seeing a drawing that Jeff had done of The Rock is what brought me to his table. I made the pitch and told him, I said, I have this idea where one of my superheroes on the team is a professional wrestler. Obviously, he liked wrestling, liked superheroes. We became fast friends. If I had my wallet on me, I'd show you that I still have his business card he gave me that day. It's beat to hell, but I still got it because it meant something to me. I didn't have money on day one, but that was September. In January, we started work. That was January of 2015. I didn't have a lot, but I paid for 10 pages, saved up, paid for 10 more a little while down the road, so forth and so on until we got to the 55 that he did. Like I said, I didn't feel like the book was complete at 55. I just felt like there was something missing. So I hit up Jeff when I had money and I said, hey, can we knock this out? But he had gotten so swamped with both Stealing Solo and WCBS that he was like, I have faith in you, but I just don't have the time to give at the moment, which, hey, that's a great place to be. Yep. Just being so in demand. And so that's when I found a little while later is when I found the second artist. And in both cases, both Jeff and Nick, I was the first person to pay them to do art. They were both striving to find success, and I was, doing the same. And in both cases, they've since moved on to their own projects. Jeff with Stealing Solo and now Woke Busters, which is in demand right now on Indiegogo. And Nick is working on his own project. After working with me, he came to me and he said, I now have confidence to do what I've always wanted to do. He never thought he could until we worked together. So my friends and family have said that I'm kind of the big brother program to artists. I find somebody who needs that helping hand and get them on their way. So anyway, like I said, I launched the first campaign last year once all the art was done, and unfortunately, I jumped right in. I had the art, and I was like, "Hey, here's a campaign. I'm so happy," but it didn't. I didn't get enough backers to fund it to pay for the next book. That's why I'm waiting to do the relaunch. And when the relaunch happens this year, it won't just be the 68-page graphic novel, but I'll also have things like this Gamble Comics sticker, like I showed a minute ago, the 11 by 17 poster of the new Jeff Hicks cover. There'll also be a poster for the second cover for the relaunch, and there'll be T-shirts, hats, even going to get trading cards made up. I don't have them printed right now, so I'm going to use this to represent what you will get. if you know, you know. But so for the relaunch, I don't have an exact day because I'm waiting for Jeff to be available. Like I said, his Wokebusters book is still in demand right now, and he said when it finishes up, he'd love to help promote. I mean, as you know, he's got a massive channel, big following, you know, views in the millions, whereas, you know, I'm lucky to get like 65 views, which is cool. I love it. You know, if it wasn't fun, I wouldn't be doing it. So there are limited numbers of first printings that are still available at my Etsy store. Both covers are still available, but won't last forever. So anybody who hasn't picked up the book, you can pick it up at Etsy.com. It's the link is always in the description of my videos, which go live Sundays. I tend to release in the morning or just however long it takes for the video to upload. Honestly, this week's video will be my first ever 3-person video. Sometimes I've had a guest and sometimes I do it alone, but this week will be the first time I have 2 guests on. They're both returning guests or friends, and we all 3 review HBO Max or DC and HBO Max's Peacemaker. So yeah, I appreciate you having me on. Thanks for letting me chill. It was fun.
Yeah.
All your channel members, go back and watch the pre-show. That thing was great. Talked a lot about Scott Hall, Diamond Dallas Page, Steve Austin. For anybody who hasn't met me before, we both have a wrestling past, so it's good shit. That's what I mean, and that's honestly that's how Dom became a wrestler, and that the way he became blue is because a friend of mine was an albino Samoan. So it's like all these elements of the story are based in my real life experiences because, you know, what makes a Samoan stand out in Hawaii being albino. So that's why Dom, the wrestler, is blue, because it makes him stand out amongst the pack of wrestlers.
Yeah, it's a great book. It's a great project. I want you guys to back both of our get in on both of these projects. These creators are putting stuff out for you. Everybody wants to sit back and complain about the mainstream being bad. These guys are doing something about it. So, and that's why we like to showcase independent creators here and bring them to you, bring them projects to you, so you guys can go ahead and throw your money behind projects like this. Fuck that mainstream stuff. They're not doing you any favors. They don't like you. They don't hate you. Or they hate you. They don't like you. These people are good folks providing solid quality entertainment out there, which is something that we need these days. We need these because we're getting garbage tier shit out of the mainstream, which is dead to us all. Let's face it, the mainstream comics are dead. I don't care how many of these people want to try to prop them up. They're dead. They're garbage. They're manga's another story altogether, but the Marvel and DC shit, I mean, like I said, I used to buy those Marvel 3-packs at Walmart for $8, and you get one good title and the other 3, like I said, I got a Loki. The last one I ever bought, I got a Loki book shoved in, and it was written by Daniel Kibblesmith. I'm like, I'm fucking done. I'm done. I'm done at that.
Money at that point.
Yeah, I'm like, you don't get my money anymore at this point. So here's there it is. Thank you, Oz. Appreciate it, Justin. Thank you. We're gonna take our last break, and then we're gonna jump into our very last segment. We're gonna talk some Star Wars. Yeah, we're gonna talk some Star Wars. It's always rough talking Star Wars these days, but we'll do it anyway. There's the link for Indiegogo. Smokes the Fox. That's right there in the chat. Get over and check that out. Get over and check it out. Back it. Do it. And Oz is going to relaunch Everlasting Survivors again. A lot of big things coming up out of these independent creators. So do yourself a favor and support good comics, solid writing, and great art. But let's check out some memes. And yeah, we'll be back and talk some Star Wars. Oh shit! Here we are over on Bounding into Comics. Big shout out to John Trent and the gang over there, Bounding into Comics, doing the Lord's work. One of my fellow United Underground brethren, Drew, the AKA Supreme Heretic, works for Bounding into Comics. So big shout out to all the boys, and if there's any ladies over there working, big shout out to you all too. Kathleen Kennedy and Ewan McGregor's explanation of Obi-Wan Kenobi's mental state shows their complete lack of understanding about the Jedi. We really don't need to dive into the article too much. I just kind of want to use this as a baseline. Are any of you guys going to watch the Obi-Wan Kenobi show?
No.
I'm the only one that's I'm the only one that's going to suffer through this shit.
The only way I'll do it is if my friends are the same with Peacemaker. My friends were like, "Oh, you gotta watch Peacemaker. Let's do a video." So if people force me to do it, then fine. But like, I'm not doing it out of like some delusion that I'll find joy in this.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same way. What up, Wookiee Supremacy? Welcome, brother. Welcome, Wookiee. This is Kill the Rat. I'm right there with you. Justin, do you have something you want to add in on that, brother?
Man, I haven't watched Star Wars, I don't think, since the first, what was it, 2001? What did it come out? The second trilogy.
Oh, you're talking the prequels?
Yeah, I mean, I waited like 20 years for that to come out, and then I went to go see it at the theater, and I fell asleep watching it.
See, I love the Phantom Menace. I really do, man. The prequels, like, as bad as everybody says Attack of the Clones is, I'm like, dude, I just like the world building and shit that George did in those. Cringe dialogue aside in Attack of the Clones, I look at Phantom Menace like it was it's got building blocks. You know what I mean? And by the time you get to the Revenge of the Sith or whatever. Dude,
I just remember young Anakin was in whatever what is it, the what the hell is that thing called that goes over the desert?
Oh, the pod racing in Phantom Menace on Boonta Eve.
Yeah, I fell asleep right around that part. I started dozing off. I was just like,
I know a lot of people don't like Phantom Menace, and I don't ever get on anybody for disliking the prequels at all. I like them. I know they're looked at in a little more favorable light after the Disney trilogy came out. And Wookiee Supremacy. Tony, you want to hit that at 10:55, and then actually hit Gap Stargates before that, because they show that female Inquisitor in the fucking trailer for the Obi-Wan show, and I don't know shit. I never watched Rebels. I never watched Star Wars Rebels. I'm not a big fan of like the animated stuff. Like the Clone Wars micro series back in like 2003 was dope. I'm at season 4 of the main Clone Wars show now. Like that's as far as I got, and I kind of just like meh. I was too busy watching Batwoman and fucking Bel Air.
Good there, good time.
Because I hate myself and I have no self. I have no fucking dignity. But the Book of Boba Fett was like, and I don't see not Mandalorian. I don't see Obi-Wan being much better. I really don't. And it sucks because I love Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan. I think the dude is fucking like, he owned that role, He paid kind of an homage to Alec Guinness. And yeah, it sucks to see that you have fucking basically just retards running Star Wars now. Because let's face it, Kathleen Kennedy, when it comes to like knowing the shit that she's supposed to know, I mean, she's like the small child who wanders in the middle of a movie and wants to know what the fuck's going on. She knows shit from Shinola. She doesn't know anything. I did lose some respect for Ewan McGregor in the build up to Birds of Prey because he showed out as this male feminist, and then it turns out he was only showing out as a male feminist because he was covering up for the fact or overcompensating for the fact that he had an affair with Mary Elizabeth Winstead, who was his co-star in that movie. Yeah, so, and his daughters found out about it. So Ewan turned cuck in Birds of Prey and was like, yes, Queen Slay, male feminism is me because I cheated on my wifesies, so now I have to look like a fucking dude. No, trust me, you might as well just say, you know what? I'm a celebrity. I fucking cheated on my wife. I shouldn't have done it. And the bitches throw the pussy at me. What do you want? But it's like Mary Elizabeth Winstead. You couldn't find somebody hotter? Like, really?
It's like he
You're
learned
fucking
nothing
McGregor.
from Joss Whedon, He went down the exact same path.
I was thinking that, Tony.
It's sad, yeah, and that's the sum of it all. They don't, there are people that don't learn from their mistakes, so it kind of is what it is.
And that's it, dude. Look at Joss Whedon looks like a fucking half-baked fucking potato. And he was nailing Eliza Dushku, who was fucking dating Rick Fox. That motherfucker is a 6'8" NBA player. And because that fucking whore thought it would further her career, she was like, I'll fuck this half-baked potato.
It was available.
Right? I used to have the hugest crush on Eliza Dushku, because I saw my ex, one of my exes used to love that movie Bring It On, and she was the bad girl cheerleader in that, and I was 18 when that movie came out. I was 18 or 19. I'm like, damn, I was she's hot as fuck, and then she's in Dollhouse, and I think she was in Buffy too, wasn't she? Yeah. Wasn't Eliza Dushku in Buffy?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, Keely Chow knows too. Keely Chow is a fucking Buffy aficionado. But yeah, I was like, man, I had the biggest thing. And then she was in the new guy with DJ Qualls and shit. Early 2000s type stuff, man. And she's fucking Joss Whedon, and I'm like, oh god.
She's in this show called Yellow Jackets. It's on Showtime.
Okay.
She's on that show.
All right. I haven't seen her in anything in a while, so, but yeah, this whole, they don't know the Jedi. Okay, well, we're talking about Kathleen Kennedy here. I mean, she doesn't know shit. Hang on, I have somebody here that knows a thing or two about Kathleen Kennedy. He's here with us. He's been waiting to say something, but he's been quiet. I'm surprised. This guy's usually hard to shut this dude up. He doesn't like to be quiet because he has a lot to say. But he's here now. Let me bring him on. Hang on. All right, motherfucker, go ahead.
Greetings, Dominions and Dumentites. It is I, the future ruler of the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, Doomtep, with my fluffy kitty, Mr. Beans. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, Kathleen Kennedy knows nothing about Star Wars. But I know from my sources on inside Lucasfilm that Kathleen Kennedy will be fired tomorrow morning at 8:15 Eastern, 5:15 Pacific, 7:15 Central Time. She will be fired, and you can take that to the bank. Until then, until next time, when it takes me 8 years to read Super Chats, Doomtep out.
He said it quick. He was out. He said Kathleen Kennedy's going to be fired tomorrow morning. But the problem is Doomtep's been saying Kathleen Kennedy is going to be fired tomorrow morning for what, Tony, how long?
4 years.
How long? 4 years Doomtep's been saying that she's going to be fired tomorrow morning. So I don't know. I don't know if I can believe this guy's a source anymore, or if he should believe his sources.
Yeah, I was going to say it checks out. I'm reading it here on Reddit.
Was that Reddit or 4chan he got that on? I'm not sure. Or did he get that from Chris Chan? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure. He might have got something from Chris. I don't know. But I don't know. I really it hurts me to think that they're going to fuck this character up too, because literally, they took Han Solo and turned him into a deadbeat dad. And for what? For what? Why? What did you glean from that? Kennedy, what? It doesn't make any sense.
People have been asking for this show for years. People who sat there and watched the same videos I did and bitched about The Last Jedi. And I've been saying this whole time, since before they even announced they were doing this, I've been like, stop asking Disney to make an Obi-Wan Kenobi series, because they're gonna fuck it up. They're just gonna ruin Obi-Wan. Stop. But it's what they wanted. So I'm just gonna stand, I haven't been involved with Star Wars. We divorced back in 2017, 2016, whenever The Last Jedi came out. And I just
2017.
I'm just indifferent to it now. Like, this will never be my Obi-Wan. I don't care if it's Ewan McGregor playing him. I have my original trilogy, I have my prequels, and that's all I need. I don't need no Rogue One. Now, Superfan had mentioned earlier Rebels was okay, and it was. I think the last season dragged it down some, but I mean, season 2 going into season 3 for me was peak Disney Star Wars. That was the best they were able to produce. But I don't care. I'm sticking to the good stuff, I'm sticking to the Star Wars I know, and that's all I need.
Yeah.
So no Obi-Wan for me.
Justin or Oz, go ahead and weigh in on this one.
Well, my thing is, I've been out since The Force Awakens. Unfortunately, it's the last movie I saw in theaters with my mother, and I wish it wasn't, because that thing was just a big disappointment. It was. So I believe somebody said that this show is going to focus on a female character that isn't Obi-Wan, right? Earlier,
probably it's Disney.
Yep.
And so I don't know if that ambassador, whatever they called the character.
The Inquisitor, the female Inquisitor.
That's it. I don't know if this character is going to ray it up and not have to be taught anything and just instantly blink their eyes and know everything. But if I'm just not giving it the time of day. I watched Ray one time and I was done. And for anybody who says, "Oh, well, Luke was good at stuff and this and that," like, Luke had to be taught. Like, she just opened her eyes and, look at that, hand me everything. Give me the Millennium Falcon. I can best this guy who was taught by Skywalker. Like, I was done at The Force Awakens. The Force Awakens put the whole franchise to bed for me. So didn't watch Mandalorian, didn't watch Boba Fett, didn't watch any of the films after. Ain't watching this.
I don't blame you. What about you, Justin?
I'm only a fan of the original trilogy, and that's about it, honestly.
Yeah, I can see that. And like I said, I don't ever, I don't. To me, the only time I'll ever like raise an eyebrow if anybody says anything that they like about Star Wars is if they like, "Oh, I like The Last Jedi," and then I'm like, "Hey, are you really my kind of people?" Like, but no, and like I said, the prequels, it's either you really like them or you hate them, and it's fine either way. It really is. I enjoy them. I do, like I said, because I look at it like just because of the world building aspect, and I've said it, I've mentioned it a couple times. I'm working on a book, and the first thing I did, because it's like I know where I want my characters, who my characters are. I started like mapping things out, and I started with the world building. How many, where I'm going to take this, what's going to be involved. My and like I said, my characters, I've got pretty much, the only thing I had trouble with was names, because I am totally non-creative when it comes to names. And I look at I tossed it to a couple people I know that have put out projects and things, and they're like, this is decent. I'm like, okay, good. I can live with decent because I can improve on that. Disney Star Wars has nowhere to go. They have nowhere to go. They've pigeonholed themselves into this like secular like hall of shit, and that's where they live. The Book of Boba Fett, like, I was the only thing that was redeeming out of that whole show was the episodes when the Mandalorian showed up, and I fucking hate Pedro Pascal. I hate him. He's a piece of shit. Pedro Pascal is an absolute just piece of just garbage as a human being. So I guess it's difficult for me to look at it because I sometimes I know it's like, well, he's not underneath the helmet. It's a stunt man. You know, he's more or less just doing dialogue unless the helmet comes off. And what they did to Gina Carano, I know. I don't pay for Disney Plus. I get it for free. I don't pay for it, or else I wouldn't watch the shit on there. I do, you know. And I had trouble. The same issue with the Marvel shows. Like somebody's like, you should check out Star Wars Visions. I made it through 2 episodes, and I was like, yeah, fuck this. Like this is trash. Like I can't do this. I don't want to knock the animators for that. I want to knock the people that wrote the script because the animation isn't the problem. It's the writing and the characters. You know, it's like, look at like the High Republic with the Jedi, the Great Jedi Bake Off. Like, what the, what is this really? You have Geode, and you know, a ship named Vessel. What the fuck are we doing? Like, this is why I will never have any faith in Star Wars again. In Oz, my mother took me to see Return of the Jedi in 1983. And the last Star Wars movie I've ever seen in the theater with her was Rise of Skywalker. And I apologized to her on the way to the theater. I've told you this, but this is for the people who are newer in the chat. I told her on the way to the theater, as me, and this is the last time I hung out really, I think, with my commie sister, was when we were going to, because like she wanted to go see it too. And she's a Last Jedi fan, which I told her, I was like, you're a fucking idiot. Because that movie's trash. But we're on the way to the theater and I'm driving and I'm like, hey, look, Mom, as I'm eating edibles, I'm like, I'm going to apologize now. You're probably going to hear something. She goes, I raised you. You don't have to. I know what you're going to do. I'm like, what? Not 5 minutes into the movie, I'm audibly in my seat going, are you fucking kidding me, out loud in the theater? My mom just goes, mind you, like I said, at this time I was where that came out. I was 30. I was 39. You know, so yeah, my mom was 69 at that point. So yeah, it was kind of. She's 30 years older than I am. Yeah, it was funny. She's like, oh my god. I'm like, I thought you said you weren't going to be embarrassed. She's like, you never cease to amaze me. I'm like, look, Mom, there are 2 grown men in Jedi outfits to see this booty ass fucking movie 2 rows down. I ain't that bad. All I said was, are you fucking kidding me? I should have been saying it to them like, look, I could see if you came to one of the good movies dressed like this. Hell, I would have taken you coming dressed like one of the fucking dudes from Rogue One. But you done chose, you woke up this morning and chose violence. All right. So that's the show, folks. My channel members, I gotta thank you all before we go. I do appreciate you guys hanging out tonight. This has been an absolute fucking blast. Does anybody have any parting shots while I pull the channel members up? Go right ahead.
Back smokes.
Yeah, hey, look, folks. Look, you gotta back the stuff. You gotta back these folks. They're putting out quality, and I got the link saved. I'm gonna go on Indiegogo and back that as soon as we're off the stream here. Let me run down our channel members though. We'll start from the newest here: Tony ToneDef, the Clown World Review, Mr. Grant Gregory. Thank you guys. Nano Reaper, Rough Girls, Sporking News Podcast, Glinzer, Tina Bojan, Manliness and Motivation, New Comic Book Normie. I'll correct it on the video, bro. I apologize. And Godzillionaire. Thank you all for becoming channel members. We appreciate you so much. You got 2 member streams. One's like 40 minutes. The other one tonight was like 45. You got the Jaden Smith video. I'm working on an Action Jackson review for you guys. Action fucking Jackson with Carl Weathers, Craig T. Nelson. I'm going to be putting that out. Members are going to get exclusive access to that first. And you guys know how I do my reviews. They're fucking fun. Check out the back catalog if you haven't already. That'll be up soon. I got Batwoman, my final. It breaks my fucking heart. My Batwoman final video, the best of season 3, which you know it's going to be a compilation of the lesbian gifts and Black Joker and Asian Poison Ivy, not Yellow Ivy, Asian Ivy. Excuse me. But yeah, check that out. And so much more. I got the Bel Air reviews up. That last one, it's a heater, man. It's 40 minutes long, but trust me, it is very well worth it. I started with 97 minutes of raw footage and had to whittle it down to 40 minutes to encapsulate the shit show that was those last episodes. So thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you in the chat. Support our panelists. I'll go around the panel real quick and let everybody sign off. I'm going to toss it over to Tony first.
Yes, come check out the Clown World Review every Tuesday night. We relive the Monday Night War, the greatest time to be a professional wrestling fan. We missed this last week. I had something going on, so couldn't be there, but we will be back this next week, which I've been looking forward to this week because we're going to be talking about the NWO. They just formed. That's where we left off. We've got Steve Austin. He's now the king of the ring. So things are really starting to take shape. Mankind's looking like a badass. He keeps beating the hell out of The Undertaker. He beat him at the pay-per-view. And they're going to start building up their match at SummerSlam, the Boiler Room Brawl. So, yeah, come check it out. Always a good time. Always having fun. Always Owen Hart and Benoit jokes. All the classy. We're like the classy side of wrestling. So come check it out. Also, I'm always throwing skits up there. All kinds of crazy stuff. So, yeah. Thank you, everyone on the panel. Thank you to the chat. And I'll see everyone soon.
Thank you, brother. As always, man. Appreciate the hell out of it. You're the best co-host I could have had, man.
Thank
and
you.
you've been here for what? 2 years?
Yes.
You've been here for two out of the 3 years I've been here. You've been on the show and co-hosting, man. So, dude, love you. Thank you so much, Tony.
Love you, man. Thanks.
Let's kick it over to our debuting guest this evening, Mr. Justin Belmont of Belmont Press.
Well, thanks for everybody for coming, checking out my book. The next 10 backers will get this metal card. I don't know if I told you guys.
Oh, hell yeah.
So,
I like it.
There's only 90 of them, so the first 90 backers will get one of those. And I have other cool shit, too, if anybody wants one of these. It's if you want to rob a bank or something, you know. It's basically just a cover.
Yeah. I like that.
I got sketch cards available and all kinds of stuff on the campaign that we didn't get to. And there's about 24 days left, so I'm hoping to hit that goal and then get this comic book printed and then get inside actually some dispensaries. So you're going to see smokes in dispensaries in Oregon probably this year or maybe even early next year.
That's fucking awesome, bro.
If anybody wants to get a hold of me, Justin Belmont with an underscore between my first and last name on Twitter. I don't really get on Facebook or anything like that.
All right, man. Well, thank you, bro. We appreciate you coming. Absolutely, brother. Appreciate you coming on, man. And like I said, I'm gonna get that up on Indiegogo as soon as we're off the air here. And I'll back that. Absolutely.
I appreciate it.
Hey, hell yeah, man. Happy to support another great independent creator. Thank you for coming on. And next, last but certainly not least, my brother, Mr. Super Oz. Go ahead, man.
Justin, all your stuff looks so cool. Love that card. Love that your cover's on the mask. Super awesome. And Tony, just like you said, King of the Ring, where Austin 316 was born. Anybody who's a wrestling fan, go like my channel, Mr. Super Oz. None of my wrestling content gets the love that my comic content does. So if you like wrestling and you're here with Tony and ETEP, I know you love wrestling. Go like or go follow, subscribe to the channel, Mr. Super Oz. My wrestling content needs the love. If it continues to not get the love, I'm probably going to have to cut that out and be like comics exclusive. Don't get me wrong, love comics because I have a comic, a 68-page graphic novel, Everlasting Survivors. 2 covers available at Etsy.com. But like I said, I love wrestling, love comics. That's why Mr. Super Oz, that's almost all I talk about. TV, movies, comics, and wrestling. I release videos every Sunday. Occasionally I'll drop videos not on Sunday, but it just depends on if something hits me. So ETEP, always great to be here, Tony. Thanks for having me. If I could join you for another wrestling review, I would love to be back.
Sure.
It's always great to be here. I love you guys. Justin, it was great. It was great meeting you.
You too, man.
Yeah. So yeah, I appreciate you guys. I do.
Hey, man, it was great to have you on again. And I will be actually, because we're going to be recording some members content. We're going to be doing some match and pay-per-view reviews for classic wrestling for the members only content. And this is my sign off. I'm not going to do the full ETEP Casino 20-minute sign off tonight because we're already over time. So I appreciate y'all sticking around and hanging out. But yeah, so we got a lot of member stuff coming up on the channel. Like I said, a lot of wrestling content. I got movie reviews. We'll be doing some commentaries and some members only watch parties too. So stay tuned for those. And let's see, what else do I have coming up? I am just working on videos. I'm going on vacation on Monday. I'll be gone Sunday and Monday. That's it. I'm gonna have videos recorded for you guys though for those days. And the show will go on Monday night, though. That's the thing. That's because I have a fucking amazing co-host and 3 other fucking amazing co-hosts on Monday night in Vinnie Tartamella, Red Gaze, and Chris Fisk, who are going to take over and run Monday Night Going in Raw, episode number 195 for me on Monday night while I go play at a water park and get drunk with my my buddy from the Air Force, Kyle. He's another vet, awesome fucking guy. And like I said, this dude... He sat here one night during a stream, just sat here on the floor in the office and just chilled. I'm like, bro, you want a chair? He's like, no. I was like, do you want to come on? He's like, no. I'm like, all right, man. It was like during a Fandom Menace Friday Night Live show we used to do. So yeah, dude got blown up by a fucking roadside bomb, and yeah, he's fucking one of the coolest, like, even keeled cats I've ever met. Yeah, so he's I'm trying to get him to come on the channel because he's a huge comic fan too. So I'm trying to get him to come on. But yeah, we're going hang out with him and the family because his daughter is like my son's little girlfriend, whatever. My kid's a pimp, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all in the chat have seen my kid. He's a pimp.
Make him now.
Yeah, he's a play. I was like, you started earlier than I did, pimping. But anyway, y'all, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. I can't name everybody in the chat right now because, look, I'm not gonna lie, my vision is a bit skewed at this point due to circumstances that are completely within my control. And I tip my Steve Weiser one more time on this Austin 316 day. Thank you to all my Kazooians, the channel members. Thank you, everybody in the chat. You guys and gals fucking rock. You are the best chat on fucking YouTube. I love you guys. You know where to find me. You know where to find me every night of the week. And when I'm not here, I'm always here. I'm on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all that shit. You guys know what I love, y'all. Channel members, here's your sign off. New members, you'll be added to the video by the time of the next broadcast. Until then, y'all, I'm ETEP Queen of the Place to Be Reviews. We, me, all of us have been here with all of yous. If we don't see you, have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow. We'll catch you on the next one.
I could do this all.
There.